Welcome back to The Good Life. Persons affected by diabetes are also at risk for developing foot problems.
Diabetic patient is a special patient and they need to take into account their illness. They need to understand their illness and they need to take their medication on time. They need to correct their diet. And especially with the foot now, what they need to do is to make sure that they visit their podiatrist every 2 to 3 months so that she can look, examine the foot, see that feelings is all right, and check the skin, the nails, to see everything is okay and the sensation. The thing with the diabetic patient is we have to get them to really examine their feet every night. And if they can't do it, they use a little mirror, and if they don't have a mirror, they ask somebody to look for them. Because of this loss of sensation, something could be in their shoes, so we ask them to shake the shoes out, because just a little pebble can get in the shoe, and because of the loss of sensation, they're not feeling this pebble. And in a couple of days' time, you realize they've got an ulcer. And if that isn't treated quickly, they end up having to be amputated. And amputation there's just too many amputations that don't need to be done if the patient takes care of their feet. I just want you to feel that, all right? You feel that? Right, I want you to just close your eyes, and I'm going to touch certain spots on your feet, and I want you to just say yes. All right, that makes me know that you're feeling everything, okay? We're just checking to see that the sensation is good. If you don't feel it in certain parts, it means sometimes that you're at risk of getting ulcers and things and breakdown, but you're quite all right. All right, the main reason for the ingrown toenail, 99.9% of the time, is that it's cut improper cutting. Instead of cutting straight across, persons tend to go down into the side, and either with the nipper or the scissors, they leave a little splinter, and they don't realize, and then suddenly the splinters start growing and growing right into the skin. And that is where the problem is. And sometimes somebody cut it for you and they've gone down the side where they shouldn't have gone, and they leave a splinter. And in a very mild case, though, you can just kind of put it in some warm water and just gently lift it out. But a lot of the times when people have an ingrown, they sit there and they dig and they pick and till it becomes really red, swollen, infected, and so painful they don't want nobody to touch it. And then they end up here and they have to get an injection, and then we have to get it out that way. On the bottom of your foot, there's this big, thick, fibrous band that goes from the heel to the toes. And it's also there supporting the arch. And you have persons who are on their feet all the time. They're police, hairdresser, security guards, nurses, ladies who work in the restaurant, ladies and men who work in the restaurant. So what happens is like you get an overuse situation. And the feet just get overused and they get really tired and just kind of collapse. So what happens in this case is that you have to really, the only thing to get it better is rest. And then you can, like, there are special exercises. Sometimes there are special fittings you can put in the shoes or get special shoes to wear. But it's a very common problem. The heel pain, you normally hear people say that when they wake up first thing in the morning, they can hardly put the foot on the ground. And when they sit for a little while, it's murder to get up again. So these people have to in the mornings, they have to kind of get like a bottle with ice and kind of roll it out before they get off the bed. There are exercises that you can do. We would give them exercises to do, but you have to roll it out before you get up and start moving around. Otherwise it's painful. It's painful for a little while, but then it kind of goes away. But then once you sit down again, because what is happening, like you're resting it and then you're tearing it again, so it's not getting time to rest. So sometimes it's best to put a little fitting in the shoe to rest the heel. Causes of the foot pain is sometimes the wrong shoe, and of course being on your feet long. And foot pain, it can be anything, can't it? It can be ingrown toenail, it can be the corn and the calluses, it can be trauma, it can be almost anything, but you know foot pain isn't normal. After you see your foot is feeling bad, after a couple of days it's not feeling any better, seek help. Because sometimes it can develop into something more. But if treated early, you're normally able to catch it. We do take it for granted, but the feet, I mean, the heart is the first one that pumps and keeps us alive. But the feet, imagine a world without feet. It's not very nice. So they should be looked after.
Achiness or pain in your feet can have many causes, so take care of that foot pain or any other problems seriously. Until next week, I'm Amita Persaud-Webb for The Good Life.